Good evening. The Brisbane Lions are kings of the AFL once again after a crushing grand final win over the Sydney Swans. Let's get straight to Rebecca Madden inside the MCG. Beck, it was a bloodbath from quarter time on.
It certainly was, Mike. Good evening. The Lions showed no mercy out here, blitzing the Swans in the ultimate tale of revenge in front of more than 100,000 fans this afternoon. After last year's heartbreaking loss to Collingwood, nothing was going to stop Brisbane today. Blake Johnson leads tonight's coverage.
Written off early, struggling for regular season form, none of it matters now. Brisbane Lions are kings of the jungle.
And the Lions have caught lightning in a bottle.
Another grand final capitulation by Sydney, and the team from Old Fitzroy made the most of it. Chris Fagan at 63, now the oldest Premiership coach. The Lions lost last year's decider by less than a goal, turning that around by more than 10 goals. Will Ashcroft kicked one of them and had 30 disposals to win the Norm Smith medal for best on ground.
Over the last couple of years, there's been ups and downs, and especially this year, and we stuck fat and we just dug in, and can't believe we've actually achieved the ultimate prize.
Fans from far and wide, first through the gates at 8 a.m. First on the field, a lap of legends. A farewell to Geelong's Tom Hawkins, the club's games record holder. 1 hour before the bounce, a near full house, warmed up by Mike Brady and footy's unofficial anthem.
How many now, mate? This is about 22 at the granny, but it's 45 years since I first sang it.
Then it was Katie time. Silver service for her arrival as the pre-game entertainment roared to life with the megastar's mega hit. Platinum Perry with a gold performance, part Angry Anderson, part Priscilla Queen of the Desert in the middle of the MCG.
What are these?
Our discs.
Where do you get one of these from?
I don't know. Ask Katie.
The 39-year-old Californian helped by augmented reality. Then it became Tina's Arena, joining forces for a duet of Katy Perry's first #1 song. And fireworks for a smoking finale. Fireworks into football minutes later.
There's plenty of grand final experience here. 36 of the 46 players on both teams have been here before. Only 3 have won a premiership until today.
The 2 most recent grand final losers, only one can win. It took 12 minutes for the Swans to kick the first goal.
Advantage paid! That is a goal! First blood, Sydney!
The second, seconds later.
Papley around the corner! What about that? He's just come off the bench!
Brisbane hit back through King Kai.
In he comes. That is absolutely perfect.
The blonde bombshell going back to back.
2 in a minute!
Brisbane bowing out of the first quarter, 8 points in front. Kai kicked the Lions further ahead in the second.
Lohmann from 30 and closing! He goals! Lohmann's kicked 3 in a grand final!
A Dane Zorko misstep gifted the Swans 50 and their 4th goal.
That's big in a grand final.
But it was all about Brisbane, a 7-goal-to-1 quarter. The Lions with a commanding 46-point buffer at half-time.
It's coming back. How did he kick that from there? They are on fire.
Came to the Geelong game 2 years ago, shit house. Sorry, I can't swear, can I? And now this year, putrid again. But the Lions are roaring! Come on, Brisbane boys!
Katy Perry hung around for a closer look as Cam Rayner flew high.
Rayner!
Soon, the Lions were out by 73 points over the team that finished the season in top spot.
Straightens up and the Lions have got another one.
100,013 in the house, but some in red and white couldn't bear to watch.
It's a stupid game anyway, etc.
Back inside, the Lions were putting on a show.
Bailey to Danaher. Danaher, the final stamp on the day.
The final margin, 60 points. Chris Fagan in tears. A tough year for Coach of the Year, facing claims of team infighting and the Hawthorn racism case that dragged on.
Somehow, a team who finished 5th on the ladder and had to play every week has managed to win the flag.
Lachie Neale playing with his foot almost hanging off.
Oh, something snapped in it halfway through that last quarter, so yeah, I was fine when I jabbed it up, I couldn't feel it.
And something else snapped for the Lions, delighting their cheer squad.
I got no words. It's unbelievable. Woohoo!
Redemption. So happy.
Their first flag in 21 years, and the cup is off to Queensland. Blake Johnson, 7 News.
The celebrations are only just getting started. Chief Football reporter Mitch Cleary is in the winning rooms. The boys will be with you shortly. Mitch, it's a dream premiership for the Lions, given all they've been through.
Beck, this is the stuff of fairy tales. As you can see here right now, family and friends just making their way inside the rooms. It'll be wild scenes shortly. Players will come in and sing the song and then celebrate with their loved ones. We'll bring that to you as soon as it happens. As Blake said, that 21-year premiership drought is now over. And they did it the long way. Just the second team this century to win a flag from outside the top 4 in the semi-final. They were more than 40 points down. Last week in the prelim, they were more than 20 points down against the Cats. Today, they steamrolled the Swans, and Lachie Neale was playing through injury. We'll have more shortly in sport, and Beck will bring you the song as soon as it happens here from the Lions rooms.
Great stuff. Mitch Cleary, thank you.
The Lions' traditional heartland is pumping tonight. Sarah Jane Bell is at the Royal Derby Hotel in Fitzroy. And Sarah Jane, they've waited more than 20 years for this.
Welcome to the Lions Den. This is where the party will be tonight. The 21-year drought, it is over, and you can see that excitement behind me. Everyone here could not look away from the screens here today. They watched right through, counting down to those final seconds, waiting for the redemption that they had been longing for over the past year. But it was difficult in those first few goals. Tell me, when Loman came in, he dazzled at the start.
Yeah, when we saw that first part of the game, it's like, oh my God, this is going to go like last year. But it was just, the Lions just fought back. Their courage, their pride, the real team, it's like they worked in unison. It was fantastic. And in the second quarter, when they built that brick wall and stopped the Swans from coming through and they turned it around, that was fantastic.
And Rayner got that mark as well.
Oh, that was just like, yeah, everybody.
It's a celebration here tonight, guys. This is where you need to be. Those Fitzroy ties, they prevailed. This is the Lions' heartland. This is where the party will be. Go the Lions! Up the Lions!
Going to be a few sore heads in Fitzroy tomorrow. Sarah Jane, thank you.
There certainly is. Well, Melbourne played the perfect host to fans from Brisbane and Sydney in the first all-interstate grand final for 18 years. But the history of Fitzroy and South Melbourne sure shone through.
They came in force. They came in full voice.
Shake down the thunder from the sky!
Suited for the big stage.
It's all specially made in Bali.
With their head in the game.
I actually Googled Swan hat
and it was from a Halloween company.
2 into...
Zealander.
I am, yep.
But a Swans fan.
I am, yep.
Maybe the number of visitors was why the MCC members queue was a little shorter than usual. Richmond fan Sam waited in line since Wednesday.
Sydney, Brisbane, won't get better. It's grand final, Christmas Day for adults.
The kids learning what it's all about.
Cheer, cheer the red and the white.
Cheer, cheer, Jack Corcoran and Sam O'Connor. They ran...
You were running, because that's a
Geez, I'm keen to see Katy Perry.
By foot and by boat, some swans flocked to the water, arriving at Station Pier on the Diamond Princess. Forever hopeful Colin and Ken all at sea trying to find a ticket. You reckon you'll get lucky, or is it wishful thinking?
Well, we'll give it our best shot. I mean, it's wishful thinking.
They squeezed into every spare space at the MCG.
Can't complain. Better than the lounge room.
Only marginally of your front... Some, lucky enough to have their seats secured, braved the lines at the pub beforehand.
We're flowing in for the game, mate. We're totally little Roman sandal, I tell you.
The beers flowing at the London Tavern from 9 a.m.
Cheers, come along.
Others getting ready with a full spread in the car park. One brave fan preparing for success before the ball was bounced. The Swans faithful, all too aware how spiky the day can get.
In fact, last 2 times it was a disaster zone.
For every fan here at the G, there'll be 50 more watching on in lounge rooms across the country. The AFL hoping to set a new broadcasting record for the grand final. Brisbane fans about to embark on an all-time evening of celebrations, complete with souvenirs, the boot of injured Lions ruckman Oscar McInerney.
Come full time, we'll be doing shoeies out of Big O's boot. Let's go!
Rory Campbell, 7 News.
Well, it's party time in the Queensland capital. Michael Hammond is live in Brisbane for us. Michael, the Premiership Cup is coming your way.
Oh, yes, Mike, we're very excited about it here. And this crowd, well, this is a party 20 years in the making. They got so excited. Obviously, first quarter, a little bit nervous with the scoreline so close. But when it started to blow out, well, this crowd went wild. Go the Lions! And many of these people perhaps weren't even alive when the Lions last won a premiership. So this is a very big party that's getting underway here in Brisbane tonight. They're going to, no doubt, continue to have that excitement carry on throughout the week as they welcome their premiership heroes home here to Brisbane.
Michael Hammond, thank you very much.
Well, sadly for the Swans, it's more heartache on grand final day.